Hi, I'm Asghar, and this is a quick end-to-end demo of Samundar. Samundar basically is a governed semantic data platform designed to let AI agents safely access enterprise databases without giving the LLM database credential or allowing it to generate and execute arbitrary SQL. Instead, requests go through human-approved business mappings and deterministic execution, so access stays controlled, explainable, and auditable. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the complete workflow from connecting a database to querying it through an AI agent. So let's get going. So I'm already logged in the data dashboard. You will see connection, wrong executions, all that information, how many queries we ran today and whatnot. So let's first connect to one of the Databricks sample data. So basically, Databricks sample Wonderbricks is one of Databricks sample database, and let's go for Databricks. Because this Wonderbricks has entities like booking, users, hosts, properties, destinations, reviews, payment, click stream, and customer support. So that's one. It's a good database to test off of. So let's get connected to it. So you can get connected with the personal access token or service principal. We are doing personal access token right now. So let's do that. I'm just entering all the, and this is just a test database that I've created, and we'll be using that. So I'll just do a test connection. Oh, okay. So we'll be Wonderbricks demo test connection. So it will discover all the catalogs that this personal access token has access to. So we'll go under samples. Samples will get Wonderbricks. So save connections. So basically, what it's doing is it's reading schema. So it will read schemas, get the relationships and all the mappings, and based on those, it will create datasets. So the user will be able to review all those datasets. So it's suggested datasets 41 pending. So unless a user approves it, it will not be approved. So basically, all the AI agents or users has to go through these datasets to connect to the database. So this is the guardrail basically. So there are 12 relations pending, naming, suggestions, data drafts, semantic memories, and recommendations. So it got 41 for the sake of the demo. We will just approve all. It's approving all the datasets. So next is relationships. So we'll just, so it got the relationships, how those relationships are being related. It's basically booking ID from a different data set, tables are being related over here. So we'll approve all. So there is no suggested names right now. Naming suggestions not there. We'll go there on it later on under mappings. So let's ask the first question. So now basically it is read the created those data sets. Let's ask first question. List bookings. So what it does is so it's a good match. It's Thanagas is a good match. Since it's deterministic, it will exactly tell us why it why it has mapped list bookings to entity bookings. So this is the entity found. It's a list record, so it has all those records. Recognize entities, bookings, bookings. So direct match, not also. So this is basically the data set that it has chosen. So those are the columns that it has chosen from the bookings table. All right, let's ask another question. How many users are there? So this is we haven't. This is just we approved all the default data set, whatever it has chosen automatically. So that's how many users are there. Let's see. So data set resolution is a strong match. High confidence. How many users are there? So it got the users. Intent is aggregate. So it computed the sum. And so again, this is users, entities, users, result to extracted user, and result to the users. So let's see the data set. So select count is total count from sample Databricks. Let's do one more and show properties in pairs. Okay, so there's no data set, so it has refused show properties in pairs. It has refused. So let's see, we already created a data set, and that will be just mapped to this show properties in pairs. Try to explore the data sets. So what we will do is we will teach Samundar which data set it should go to. So teach Samundar. We will click. Right now there is nothing properties list records pairs looks. So pairs looks like a filter value, but the data set that could apply, it has a filter, was disqualified, its required parameters was never bound. So let's teach Samundar, and let's go for properties. So we will just for the sake of our demo, we will match it to sample Databricks properties. String required. It requires a string, so we will just go for all properties right now. So the other one was required a parameter. We'll continue. So it will literal overwrite. Teach someone. So it's done. So once it's done, it's still not gonna work because we have to go to semantic memory, and so we will have to approve it, submit approval. So only admins and owners can approve. So users can suggest, admins and owners will be able to approve. So this is, so let's show properties in pairs. So we'll because we have literal early override that, so it should work now. So it has gone into and fetched all the properties over here. And there's another one. List users. Very quickly, list users. It will get us all the users and all those users table are there. So let's see if customers. For example, in the organization, the marketing department calls users customers, but the data set doesn't know that, right? So list customers will be empty. What we will do is we will do the mappings. We will add mappings to Databricks demo. We will go to synonym. So for example, customers to users. So basically what it's saying is whenever we will be using customers, it will be referring to the users. So let's save it and approve. So customers are not users. Let's list customers. Earlier we were not getting any results, but if you look at it right now, so customer is a good match. So it has fetched the table. So entity is users, customer map to users via vocabulary synonym. So we have mapped it, and it's working fine. This is the more complex one. For example, if you have complex query, for example, you wanna see list customers in Canada. List me booking from customers in Canada. So this one is a parameter. It's a dynamic parameter. It can be Canada, it can be India, it can be United States, or whatnot. So it's just it's a country. In order to do that, we will have to create a complex query. For example, a one grounding query. So based on those values, we will fetch the booking. So for Canada, it will be all Canadian, US, Indian, and whatnot. So we'll have to create a couple of data sets. So I'll quickly create those data sets. So for example, data sets, Wonderbricks, create this demo. So I'll just copy. So Canada. So it's a string, and required is yes. It's a string. It's just query, and so these are all the records. Return 50 rows, showing first 3 rows. Type string, and it's required. Just I'll just save the data set. I'll just rename it to grounding. Groundings. So okay, over here we have created. So for this data sets, because this is grounding, just go to the data sets, and we'll have to edit it. So because since this is a grounding capability, we'll have to enable the grounding on this one. So this one is grounding, so save details. So the next data set that will be the main data set that will be getting those values from the grounding data sets, the values that Canadians, all those 50 values. We'll have to create a new one. So create, I'll just, so basically the grounding values will be the input for this where user ID. So all those user IDs that we were getting, so it will be the user IDs are numbers, and they are collections, so they can be more than one. So call it main one because I already have most probably the main data sets over there for the older one. So I've just named it one. Save data sets. So it has been saved. So we will just quickly create a memory builder. So basically we'll choose Wonderbricks, and so list me bookings from customer in country. So it can be Canada, US, India. So these are the two curly braces at the country. So that means it's a parameter. So we'll just quickly analyze, and so I will go for grounding. Remember we have created that grounding over there. So this one showed up. We'll choose this one, and it's a collection. Our output mode is a collection, and for the main, I'll just search for main. So main, so it's already picked up the output from the groundings. So it will tell you authenticated else, so execution, all runtime slots. So that slot is the country are theirs, and this is a business intent. Teach Samundar and submit. So we submit it, submit for approval, approve and activate. So let's ask that question. Working in Canada. Yep, it's working. So the Canadian bookings are there. Let's go for India. Yep, that's see the Indian values are there, and it will tell you semantic memory, business intent, what it's doing basically. It's using a grounding data set and then the main data set. So this is what it is. So everything is being logged as well. So governance, everything has to go through approved data sets. You have to review them. Once data sets are applied, you have to approve them. And so audit logs, basically all the logs are there, who created the connections and all that stuff. So warnings are there. Query contain unrecognized semantic. Remember the Paris, we have ran the Paris one. So executions are there. So yeah, all the executions will be there. You can map those executions. So everything is being logged over here. So lastly, I'll go. We have already connected to MCP inspector. So this is basically an MCP connected to mcp.smundar.com to Smundar. So list tools. Just quickly go to list tools and just list customers. Remember we created a mapping customer to run tool to users. So it should provide us. So it's successful, and let's see. So we got all those users. Okay. Yep, and that's it. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.